Hello, how's it going? How are you doing?
Good evening. I'm okay, thank you.
Tell me, Sandra, did you had any trouble when doing your homework? Do you have any question about your homework?
What was the homework? Excuse me.
Didn't you do your homework?
This this part.
No,
Yes.
from the
No.
workbook.
And the workbook. Yes. Yes. I
Yes,
I I work. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So today we're gonna be working on page number 56, sorry, 56.
Okay.
We're gonna check how to write a report, to practice
Yeah.
some speaking and some grammar as well.
Okay.
Yeah, so please. Yeah, we're gonna start because time is running out. Yeah. So as you can see here, yeah,
Yeah.
we have in here some options. And what I want you to tell me is in this part, you're going to be asked to write a report for the mayor of your town. Okay.
Okay.
What is the purpose? To increase the number of visitors to your area or to your town. I mean, to increase the touristical theme. Okay. So we have here the following bullet points: cinemas, theaters, transport facilities, historic buildings, museums, sport facilities, and parks and gardens. So what I want you to tell me, which one of these ones would you write about in order to improve the tourism in your town?
Yeah, I'm going to maybe transport facilities.
Yeah, you have to describe, yeah, okay, transport facilities. You have to describe what specific areas could you improve and make recommendations for improvements in this specific item. Transport facilities.
I have to talk or I have to write.
No, I need you to tell me first.
Okay. Okay. In this town, the transport is not good. Is not good. So we need more because el verbo demorar. I forget it.
Okay, it takes time, a lot of
It takes
time.
a lot of time by bus.
Yeah,
Okay. So we need to the transport we need 5 minutes from buy to bus, okay?
yes,
And so they have if the so I recommend the measure uh, try to try to improve the buses because some buses we don't have comfortable. I
yeah,
forget the pronunciation. Comfortable,
comfortable.
comfortable. The seats are not good and the and some buses the drivers don't take the rubbish, so we need the transport will have more way to a good way to travel.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's it. Thank you so much. So right now we're gonna read these introductions. There are possible introductions for our report. Okay, and we have to complete as well the blanks with these words that we have in here. Okay,
Yeah.
introduction A, V, and C.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, any of them could be proper for writing a report. In this case, this exercise. Okay, about this. Your local major wants to increase your number, okay? But before jumping right in, we have to complete this, okay? As you
Yeah.
can see here, we're gonna do this together. The number 0 has been done for us. This
Yeah.
report looks at, okay? Looks at. These kind of phrases are in bold so that you can take into account that you can use it when writing your report or your essay or whatever you want. Looks at
Yeah.
some of entertainment facilities that visitors to your town can find here. It also suggests of we have of improving these facilities with the of attracting more visitors. What do you think is in the number one?
Okay, this also suggests of no ways of improve these facilities.
Yes, ways of
Ways.
improving, yeah, these
Okay.
facilities with the
aim of attracting
yes,
more
yeah,
visitors.
that's it. With the aim, okay?
The aim,
Yes,
okay.
perfect. Yeah. Please take a look at here at this introduction because you can copy, okay? You can internalize this kind of structure of introduction so that you can write properly when you have to perform in your real exam, okay? You can do it like this, using looks at, using aim, ways of improving, with the aim of. It will depend on the topic that you have to write in the real exam, okay? Of course. Letter B. This report.
The words, what is the words? Yeah, the report.
This report to describe what our town offers visitors.
No. This report.
This report aims to. This report aims to. Aims to means apunta a o tiene como objetivo a, ¿sí? Aims to.
But we have to repeat because in the number two, in the first introduction, we write the first is with the aim of attracting more tourists.
No, but in the first one was with the aim, and in this one is with aims to. With letter
yeah, okay.
S. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
yeah,
this
okay.
report is like we are using the pronoun it. That is why we have to write the letter S at the end of this word. This report aims to describe.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Mm-hmm. It offers visitors in of.
A ver, the rest of the business in terms of.
Yeah, in terms of. Mm-hmm. In terms of.
So, contains
Yeah.
recommendations.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Contain. No, it also no contains no. It
No?
also make recommendations. Make a
Yeah,
recommendation. Collocation. Okay.
Yeah.
It's like make mistakes, make recommendations,
Yeah.
make a decision, right? Collocation. Yeah.
Yeah, make.
Letter number 6. The purpose of this report is to, and we have
Okay, the purpose is provide.
provide an overview of towns, cinemas, theaters, and concert halls, and to
¿Cuál me falta? Ya tengo. Dice, to. Aquí we use make recommendation too.
yeah, as
make
well.
Suggestions.
Make suggestions. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
As well. It's the
Yeah,
same.
make.
Mm-hmm.
How to improve them in order. In order
In
to.
order to.
In order.
Yeah, in the number 5 specifically, it could be contains or make.
Make.
Okay?
Yeah.
Any of them.
But make recommendation, make suggestions, maybe two in the two parts.
Yes. Mm-hmm. So the last one is in order to.
Yeah. Yeah.
This phrase in order to is very useful for writing. Yeah. In order to is very formal. Okay, so if you can, you have to write it in your exam, okay?
Okay.
In order to. Yeah. So let's jump this one because doesn't matter about that. Okay. Yeah. So I'm gonna explain you how to write a report. Or maybe do you have any idea on how to write a report?
Okay. Yeah.
Have you ever written a report?
No, I never reached an
No.
report, so I don't know
Yeah.
how to do.
So
No.
yeah, if you want, you can open up the writing guide, or otherwise you can only see to my screen and pay attention to my explanation, okay? So the purpose of a report is to write, okay? Sorry, who is trying
Okay.
to,
Okay.
yeah, just let me give him, yeah, there you are. So the purpose of a report is to analyze a previous experience that you have experienced as well. Yeah, it could be a trip, a place you have recently visited. It could be anything, an activity, maybe a journey that you ever been to. Yes, and what you have to write here is to describe what you did, okay, and make some recommendations for improvement. If, for example, as we were talking about the areas of your town in the first exercise, yes, make recommendations. The style, I mean the language style of a report is expected to be formal, yeah. So try to do it formally, yeah, when writing, yes. Um, so that is why you have to avoid using phrasal verbs at all, not too much contractions, collocations, okay, and overall vocabulary, formal vocabulary in your report. And at the end, in the conclusion, you have to write recommendations. It's advisable that you write recommendations, okay? And the structure of a report is very easy. Only is a very brief or a very quickly introduction, then two paragraphs explaining your experience or making suggestions or describing your improvements, and then a brief conclusion as well. And that's it. Yeah. But in this case, there is something interesting. In every single paragraph, yeah, this is only exclusive for the report. You have to write a subheading. Do you know what is that, right?
Debe ser subtítulo.
Yes.
Heading, subtítulo y subheading.
Yeah. Unlike unlike the essay or the other text, you don't have to write a subheading. Yeah, because the examiner, when is checking to your text, yeah, he knows or she knows how is divided every single paragraph. But specifically only in the report, you have to write introduction, then you have to come up to think of a subheading in the first paragraph, in the second one, and in the last one you have to write conclusion. Okay?
Okay. Yeah.
Yes, you have to write. Don't forget that is so important.
So when I write the report, I have to write the subheading introduction.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
have to. As you can see here, introduction and at the end the conclusion as well.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so don't forget that this is exclusively only for the report. Yeah?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Just let me grant access to Jaroslav. Yeah. So there you are. Sorry for interrupting you. And yeah, and remember that in every single paragraph, it doesn't matter if you give your opinion. Actually, you have to give your opinion. So you can address the reader in the first person, but using formal vocabulary. That is so important. Formal vocabulary, like in the essay. And the common topics of that you are going to come across in your real exam can be about visiting museums, local business, trips, excursions, important events, and any of them. And as you can see here, you have an example. You see, you have to write introduction, conclusion. But in the other paragraphs, you have to come up with a proper subheading. Yes? Anything, okay? Whatever you want. It's up to you. It doesn't matter. It is not that good or
But
engaging.
introduction and conclusion is
Yeah.
very, very important.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't change. It is always introduction and conclusion, yeah? And the other subheadings will depend on what you have to write on every single paragraph. right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm. And as you can see here, I want you to take a look at this sample answer, okay? This example. In the real exam, you're going to have like this, okay? This exercise, this
Yeah.
instruction. The gym you work for has been losing members recently and would like to know why they're leaving. The gym manager has asked you to write a report about why these customers are leaving. So in your report, you should specify what the problems are and should give recommendations for improvement. Yeah, that is going to be the instruction, and then you will have to write. It's going to be the blanks there, and you have to write. And sorry, the introduction is just like this, like this. The aim of this report is to explain the main reasons why members are leaving the gym. Yeah, explain the reasons. After interviewing some clients, we have identified some serious problems. Okay, like this. It's like you are giving your opinion. Yeah, it doesn't matter if you don't know anything about the topic. Yeah, you have to think of it and then write. Okay, whatever you want, as long as you write properly without making grammatical mistakes and connecting properly your ideas. And that's it. And then you have to come up with, like, in case with a subheading, like in this case, limited opening hours. Some members have complained that the gym opens a little late for them. For this reason, workers cannot exercise before going to work, and if the gym opened at 7 a.m., clients could exercise easily before going to work. As you can see here, you are explaining the reason of why it's happening, what you are asked to write in the instruction, right?
Okay.
Yes, so that's it. The second one, the second paragraph. The changing rooms. Many of the lockers are broken, so customers cannot leave their belongings in a safe place. Another one, one more time, you are explaining why. Yes, as you can see here.
Mm.
And in the conclusion specifically, is the recommendation, where you have to write the recommendation. To sum up, I believe that if we take care of these problems, members will be happier and will decide to stay with us. Yeah?
Okay.
Or at least in the third paragraph as well, you can write it. Yeah? But in the conclusion, you have to write it again. It's like the final recommendation that you have to write. And as you can see, you are addressing, you say, I believe, in the first person.
Yeah.
Yeah? But always trying to to keep a formal touch in your report.
Mm.
So I think it is clear, right? How to write a report.
Mm.
Yes or not?
Yeah, okay. More or less.
So, so,
When I do an exercise, I try to
yeah.
understand. Yeah.
It is all about, yeah. Like in introduction, you have to explain the aim,
Yeah.
okay? The aim of the
Mm.
report. Explain, for example, in this one, yeah, could be the aim of this report, as you can see here, is to look at some entertainment facilities that visitors to your town or to my town can find here. Yeah, explaining what is going to be in every single paragraph or of your report. That's it. That is introduction. And then in the paragraphs, you are only explaining the reasons or describing the improvements, yeah, that you're going to make, or describing the experience that you had when doing an event, because it is not about only making improvements like in here about the town, or like in this one about improving exercise in the gym. It could be also about different and other topics. For example, an experience that you had, a trip that you went on, and something like that. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Let's look at this another example, okay? The introduction
Teacher,
says, tell me, hello.
uh, hello, teacher. I'm sorry. How many paragraphs needs to uh, have the
Do you have to write how many paragraphs? Yeah. So the introduction and the conclusion is mandatory.
except from for the
Yeah, yeah. And then you have to write
Okay.
three paragraphs of no more than 4 lines. It could be advisable to do it 3 lines, no more than that. For example, like this. 3 lines for each paragraph, and no more. 3 lines, no more than that. So in total, it could be introduction, 4 paragraphs. 5 paragraphs, sorry, 5.
Okay.
Yes, 5 paragraphs in your report. That is one difference regarding the essay. For example, in the essay, you have to write only 4 paragraphs, introduction, 2 body paragraphs, and then the conclusion, no more. In this case, you have to write 5 paragraphs, but shorter. Yeah. So we're gonna take a look at this example. The purpose, as you can see, always explaining like this, starting like this. The aim of this report, the purpose of this report, like that, yeah, is to outline the students' opinion about the new college magazine and to make recommendations based on their views. You see, this is kind of different, but the essence is similar, always similar. You are starting explaining the purpose or the aim of the report and describing what are you going to talk about. Yeah. So then you come up with a subheading and you start describing. For example, most of the students thought the articles were interesting and well written. However, they didn't talk about modern topics, so some students found this part of the magazine a little boring. And as you can see here, we don't use contractions, okay? So you have to be very careful when writing, but because at the time that you are writing, it is likely that you are going to forget. And you are going to write didn't. So be careful. You have to separate did not because it is formal. And then, as you can see here, are explaining. It is thought that sports sections is good, but most of articles were about basketball or football. This is not about them because most of our sport students play rugby, not football. Okay. What I want you to know is that in these paragraphs specifically, it is all about describing, okay, the topic and giving reasons, and making recommendations, and no more. Yeah. So don't complicate. Yeah. Only describe the topic, come up with some information, and if it is necessary, give reasons. Yeah. And no more than that. And the conclusion is about making recommendations, and that's it, as you can see here. And there you have some useful expressions that you can use. Yeah. So in order to put into practice what I have explained you right now, you are going to write your report in no more than 50, 140, and 190 words about this. Yeah. This is the instruction. Your local major wants to increase the number of visitors to your area, which means to increase the tourist part, the touristical part. You have been asked to write a report for the major on one of the following: cinemas and theaters and concerts, transport facilities, historic buildings and museums, sport facilities, and parks and gardens. Yeah? Choose one of them. Just one or two. Yeah? No more than that.
Yeah.
One or two of these bullet points, and you have to write your report on this one. For example, about cinemas, theaters, and concerts, and sport facilities. Yeah. Just two of them and write your report. Remember that you have to write as well, guys. You have here some examples of introductions that you can use in order to base your own report. Remember that the introduction is no more than 2 lines. 2 lines, it's perfect, it's okay. And remember, starting by the aim or the purpose of this report is to. And as well, you have to, for example, if you choose transport facilities in, I don't know, parks, gardens, your introduction should start like this. The aim of this report is to explain, yeah, the reasons or the improvements to increase the number of visitors to our local town regarding transport facilities and parks and gardens, like that. That could be your introduction. And then in the first paragraph, you can explain what are the problems regarding transport facilities. In another paragraph, you can write about what are the problems of sport facilities. And in the third paragraph, you can write about improvements. And in the last paragraph, the conclusion, no more than that. So if you have any question, let me know, please. And remember, be honest with yourself. Don't use anything, okay? If possible. One more time, I know that it could be repetitive, but if you doesn't know, if you don't know, sorry, anything about the topic, it doesn't matter. You just have to think of the information and no more than that. It doesn't matter. It's okay if you come up with information. I would like this time to help you writing your report. Who of you guys is able to share his or her screen?
Teacher, one question. The report is like a critic or opinion for a specific topic.
No, the report is like informing. That is why the name report. You have to explain the reasons, describe the problem, and make recommendations. Yeah, that is
Invent
the
a
purpose.
problem, make a solution,
No.
and
The problem
recommendation.
is given here. Is going to be given to you in the real exam. For example, here is the matter here is want to increase the number of visitors to your town or to your city. Yeah,
Hmm?
and you have to write about areas of improvement. These are areas of improvement. You have to choose only two of them and write about it. Yeah.
A solution and recommendations.
Yes. Yes, like that. A solution and make a recommendation and also describing the problems. For example, you can come up with, think of, for example, the time is failing in the service of transport media, transport ways, and it is necessary to make some improvements. You see, like that. First, describe the problem, then give reasons for the problem, why is it happening, and then making recommendations or the solution as you told. Yeah, so tell me, who is able to share the screen? Yeah, we're gonna write together, okay? All of us, the report, sorry. So who can share his or her screen in order for us to write it together? Jaroslav, maybe are you able to share your screen? Or Daniel or Sandra, please let me know.
Okay.
I'm recently doing. I'm thinking about what can I firstly say.
Yeah. So who can help me sharing his or her screen in order to write it together? Because I noticed that I realized that you don't have a clear idea on how to write a report at all.
It must have two of the five, or we could select one.
You can write about one or two of them. Okay?
Okay.
It doesn't matter. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna open up a document and you are going to help me write in our report. Yeah. So don't forget that we have to write the subheadings. Yeah. Can you see it? Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So how could you start the introduction, guys? All of you turn on your microphones and participate actively because I want you to tell me your ideas. How could you start the introduction? Guys, are you there?
Yes, we are here.
How could you start? Tell me.
But what's the topic about?
This is the topic.
Okay.
Teacher,
Yeah,
could you repeat me the structure of the
of
report?
course. Yeah. The structure, as you can see here, is the introduction, 3 paragraphs. Yeah. As I was telling you, in here you describe what is the problem. Yeah. What is the problem? Then you give reasons, yeah, of why is the problem. And then you make a suggestion in the 3rd paragraph. In the conclusion, it's only like a general recommendation. Yeah. Very quickly.
Okay.
That's it. That is the structure. Yes. In the introduction, you can start like this. The aim of this report is to what? In our case, okay, we're gonna choose transport facilities. Yeah, this one. And how could you write in the following part? The aim of this report is to what? How could you do it?
Mm.
Look at the examples, yeah, in here. The purpose of this report is aimed to, what this report looks at.
Looks transport facilities.
Yes, we're gonna write about this, transport facilities. So you can start like this. The aim of this report is to analyze, right? Analyze.
Teacher, the report have to be real information, or we could imagine.
You can imagine, you can come up, you can think of the information as long as you write properly. Yeah? in all of the text that you have to write, it doesn't matter if you come up with information. Yeah, in order to several aspects regarding what? Transport facilities, guys. In the local town, right? As in the example here, as in the instruction. But for who is addressed this report? Remember that you have here to analyze the instruction in the exam. It says you have been asked to write a report for the mayor. You know what is the mayor of a town?
Alcalde.
Yeah. So you can write like this regarding in the local town in order to make suggestions or recommendations to the mayor of the town, and like that. There you are, your introduction. What are you going to talk about, to write about in your report? Transport facilities in the town. Yeah, and no more. You can add it like this, or to the major, for increasing the number of visitors. And yeah, like that.
Teacher, it have to be a título atractivo or no?
No, 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 no. In this case, no. The subheading, no. Yeah. No, in the report, you don't have to come up with a title. Only what you have to write is to write the subheadings in every single paragraph. Only that. Yeah. Tell me a subheading for the first paragraph. Remember, yeah, we're gonna do it like this. It's just like this. The introduction is like this. The first paragraph, in the first paragraph, you have to describe what is the problem. Yeah, what is the problem for the solution that we have to write next? The problem. Describe the problem. The second paragraph is explaining why is happening the problem. Yeah, what is taking place the problem. And in the third paragraph is where you are going to write the recommendations or write the solution. Yeah, as Daniel said. And the conclusion is only a general recommendation, a very brief recommendation, and that's it. So what could be a proper subheading for describing the problem? Just come up with a problem regarding transport facilities in a town. Just like that. Tell me, guys. Are you there?
Yes. Yes,
Tell me
I'm here.
any
We are-
subheading that you like.
Yeah.
Why is taking the problem, right?
Yeah. In the first paragraph, we're going to describe the problem. In the second one, we're going to give the reasons or explain the reasons of why is happening the problem. Yeah. And in the third paragraph, we have to write the improvements, the recommendations, the suggestions, the solutions. So in this case, we have to focus on one problem that could take place in a town regarding transport facilities. And that could be the subtitle. Very easy, guys. Come on, tell me. For example, you can decide lack of do you know what it
Lack
means, right?
Lack of transportation.
Lack of quality service. Yeah, it is understandable that we are writing about transport, because that is about the report, transport we are mentioning here. It is not necessary to write it again. Lack of service quality, yeah, because as we know in our country, especially the service is not that good, right? Yeah. So we're going to write about the lack of quality service, which is going to be the problem. So start giving me reasons for describing the problem. What is happening regarding like lack of quality service in the buses, in the taxis, it could be in the train. Can you tell me? Are you writing on your own?
Yes, we. I try to write by my own, so I don't have ideas, but I have more or less. Okay.
What do you have? The
I
introduction?
have. Can I share my screen?
Yes,
One- one-
yes.
Okay. Try. I'm going
It's,
to.
it's
Okay.
better
I'm
like
going to try
that
to my
because
screen.
you are not with me working.
Okay. I'm going to try with.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have this. I don't know what is. Okay.
Yes, so
This
the
is.
purpose of this report is to improve some aspects of the transport facilities in order to make suggestions to the major of the time. You see? Perfect.
Yeah.
It is not that difficult to write a report. It's only that you complicate yourselves, yeah? Most drivers of buses don't get on time to the place. Yes, that's it. They are late, so many visitors complain about that. Perfect. There you are. Time. Cleanness. Perfect. Some buses are dirty and there are, yeah, that's it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I have this.
But in the third one, it is not advisable to write recommendation. For example, you can make, what are you going to write about? What is going to be your recommendation?
To talk with the bus drivers, we have a meeting with the drivers with the major, so we have to improve this aspect because to attract more tourists.
Yeah.
This is
So your heading could be quality service or improving quality service, like that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And that's it.
Yeah.
And as you can see, you are writing a report.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Thank
I
you
don't
so
know
much.
how to. No sé cómo que no le puedo desactivar, no
Okay,
dejar de
okay.
compartir. Me olvidé, siempre me olvido.
You can
Well,
say I
yeah,
cannot stop
yeah, I
sharing my
cannot.
screen.
Yeah, I
I
forget.
cannot
Yeah, thank you so
I
much.
cannot stop. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Who else wants to share the screen? Daniel, Jaroslav? Or are you working alone? It is only to give you some suggestions, some ideas. You can share your screen if you want, guys. Okay? Yeah, I realized that you know how to write an essay, actually. Sorry, a report. So I'm gonna let you that you finish at home. Yeah. This is going to be your homework to finish your report.
Teacher,
But
you could see my report.
okay, let me see. Share your screen, please.
Okay, wait a
I'm gonna
minute.
stop sharing mine and you can share yours.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, don't worry.
Wait a. Okay. Where is it? Um. mm, I lost it. Okay. Mhm.
Okay,
Mm.
let's take a look at it. Let me see. Yeah, one thing, Daniel, it is good. Yeah, it is perfect that you write a lot.
But
Yeah, but
I
remember
have.
that the introduction is only 2 lines, no more than that. 2 lines, as well as the conclusion. 2 lines in the introduction and 2 lines in the conclusion. Try to summarize it. Try to be more specific. Just go straight to the point, and that's it. Why? Because
Like an
the exam.
essay.
Yes. Why, guys? Because if you write more than 190 words, the examiner is going not to take into account the rest. For example, the examiner is going to be grading your essay or your report or whatever, and then it counts until 190 words, and the rest of you that you wrote, it doesn't check. Okay, it is not going to be checked. And then, for example, if the examiner count 190 words until the third paragraph, yeah, it means that he or she will not read the conclusion, sorry. So that would be a problem. So that is why you have to write only between the range of words that you are asked to write in. Yeah, between 140 and 190 words, no more than that. And in order that you don't waste time counting word by word in the real exam, that is why I'm telling you guys that you have to write only 2 lines in the introduction, 2 lines in the conclusion, 3 lines in every single paragraph in the report, and that's it. Because if you do it like that, your report is going to, it is not going to have more than 190 words. Yes? So please be careful with that. Did you get what I tell you? Right? Right?
Hmm? Sorry?
Did you get what I told you?
Yes.
Yeah, so don't forget that you don't have to write more than 190 words. Yeah, but it's okay. Let me check. This report aims to see how Ibarra's cinemas can be more attractive to tourists. Yeah, right now Ibarra has multi-cinemas, but it's a bit pricey. Is it
¿Está
correct that we're
costoso?
pricey?
¿Está costoso?
Expensive. Expensive.
Yes.
Very expensive for tourists. Both ticket prices and the snack bar cost are high. Yeah, making it an expensive outing. What do you mean with expensive outing?
O sea, tipo como que en comprar tanto las cosas del bar como las cosas las de aquí ya se hace muy caro.
But what is an expensive outing? What do you
No,
mean with that?
no sé, eso encontré en phrasal verbs.
Yeah, an expensive outing, it could be more proper to write an expensive experience. Yeah, like that, an expensive experience. It's like more formal because outing is like informal. Additionally, yeah, there is not much effort to promote the cinema to visitors. Perfect. You are describing the problem. We could have special deals for combined tickets and snacks to help with the cost. We could ask local businesses to sponsor it. Great. Also, the city website and social media should promote the cinema. Perfect. Like that. Those 2 paragraphs are perfect. Now you just have to write the next one in the conclusion, and there you are.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Jaroslav, would you like that? Are you there, Jaroslav?
Yes, I'm here, but I was reading what were you writing in the screen. So I was just
Okay.
reading.
What do you have? Don't you have anything yet?
No, no yet.
Okay. It doesn't
Teacher,
matter.
one thing.
Tell me.
In Daniel's report, don't write introduction and recommendations. You say it's very important to write this.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Thank
Yeah.
you so much. I forgot to tell you, Daniel, that you have to write subheadings. You see, like this. Introduction, limited opening hours, changing rooms, look parks, in conclusion. That is so important, Daniel, in Jaroslav as well, because you were late to this lesson, and this I told you at the beginning. In the report, only the report is very important. It's mandatory, actually, to write subheadings in every single paragraph. If you don't write the subheadings, these are the subheadings. Introduction, then your score will get lower. So don't forget, introduction, conclusion, and then you have to think of, or as you say, invent with a subheading
Okay.
in every single paragraph. Yes, Daniel? Did you listen to this? I hope so. Yeah. So before finishing this lesson, yeah, we have 5 minutes yet. Please, we're gonna work on this, the reading and use of English part 4, the keyword transformation. Only this, and then time will be over. Please, so we're gonna do it together. Please stop writing your report and pay attention to this. Your report is going to be as a homework. Yeah, so please tell me. The first one, number 1. When the meeting was over, then went out for dinner. Yeah. You should be faster at this time to solve this kind of exercise. I hope. When the meeting was over, they went out for dinner. It is very easy. Have you ever heard about as soon as? As soon as the meeting had finished, they went out for dinner. That is the correct answer. Yes, that is the correct answer. Number 2. So remember, number 1, as soon as the meeting has finished, finishes written yet, they went out for dinner. That is the correct answer. I'm gonna show you anyway the correct answer. Yes. Can you see the correct answer, right?
Right.
Yes, so as soon as the meeting had finished, they went out for dinner. Number 2. When we eventually arrived at the party, all the food had been eaten. And I remember, I'm not sure if I taught you a phrase that was by the time.
By the time.
Yes.
By the time we got to the party?
Yes. Yes. By the time we got to the party, all the food had been eaten.
Teacher,
By the
it's we
time
got to the party or we got at the party?
we got to the party.
Okay.
Because we replaced the verb arrive by get as well. Got to.
Okay.
You have to use at when you are talking about that you are like at the party.
Okay.
Mhm. Number 3. We put everything back in its place before he left. And we have until and he didn't. It is that difficult. Don't you have any idea?
No.
He put everything back in its place before he left, or before he gone out. He did not leave.
Leave.
Yes, leave until he put everything back in its place.
Mhm.
You see, he didn't or he did not leave until he or he had. When you see in brackets, this kind of exercises mean that if you don't write what is in brackets, it doesn't matter. But if you do, it's okay as well. So it could be he didn't leave until he put everything, or he didn't leave until he had put everything. It's okay, any of both answers. Yes?
Okay.
Number 4. They decided against employing him because of his age. And these kind of exercises are very tricky. Sometimes are very easy, but is that all about that they are tricky? That is why you have to analyze very closely why is the correct answer. They decided against employing him because of his age. They decided what? We have to use take.
They decided that.
Do you remember that we learned some phrasal verbs with take in the last class or on Monday? I guess.
Yes.
Take. That was employ someone. Do you remember? The definition was employ someone. What was the phrasal verb? Don't you remember?
Yeah, take on.
Yes,
Take on.
but it's like this.
Take
They
on.
decided not to take him on. In this phrasal verb, specifically about when referring to employ someone, is first you have to write take, then the person or the object pronoun, and then on, the particle on.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But why not
Mm,
to? But why do we write here not to? They decided not to. Why, guys? Why not to?
They decided not.
Because of this word, against. Decided
Oh,
against, which is
yeah,
the
but
same.
the structure is correct. It's not person. They didn't decide for me, but they decide not to take.
Yeah, it's because there are multiple options. But in this case, you are given like this. they decided, we don't have to use they didn't decide. When you have they decided not to,
Yeah, okay,
always
okay.
not to.
Oh, yeah.
When the past of the verb is given, is written,
Yeah.
there is no option to use didn't. You have to write not to, and that's it.
Okay.
If it is negative, of course, if it is negative.
Okay.
If it is positive, only could be they decided to take him on, and that's it.
Yeah.
Number 5. This is kinda easy. She is not all interested in my work. She is not at all interested in my work. And this is one more time another phrasal verb we take that we learned in the previous class. It was about taking interest in as well. I told you the answer. She doesn't.
She does not.
She
Take
does not
interest. Maybe
interest
take interest.
in what else?
In number 5, it says she does not
Yeah, what else? Like
take
that.
interest.
She doesn't not take. It could be like this, because this is like collocations. If you write take, have, or show interest, it's okay. Could be any of them. Yeah?
So she does not. She
Yeah,
does
she
not.
does not take any interest in. Why we write any?
Because it's in negative.
Yes, but there is one more reason. Why? Because it says at all. At all. It means that absolutely in no way is interesting. Any interest in.
Yeah.
At all. If this word at all, it is not here in this sentence, it is not necessary to write any. But as it is here, we have to write any. At all means absolutely not. Any interest in. And remember that collocation is interest in, or interested in, always in, not on. Number
Okay.
6. The last one, because you have to leave. Oh my gosh, time is over. This is the funniest book I ever read. Or I have ever read, which is the same. And we have I have, or I've.
I have.
We have to use such.
I have not read such a book as one.
Yeah,
Such a funny
you remember that one key word here is ever. I have never.
Never.
Yes, I have never read such a funny book or fun book as this one, like this. I have never read such a funny book as this one. Yeah, because we have ever.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's it, guys. Yeah. That's it, guys. As long as you go through this kind of exercise, it is going to be like your brain is going to be like automatically. You're going to identify the exercise and you're going to type like this. So this is exercise like this, and yeah. So that is why you have to practice a lot this exercise. Yes.
Okay.
So this is it, guys. Time is over. Do you have any questions about this class?
No.
No? Okay, so you can leave. Sorry for taking your time. And don't forget to write your report, okay? That is going to be your homework.
Okay.
Yeah, so thank you so much and you can leave. Bye-bye. Have a nice weekend.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.